Okay, so I'm sewing on my patch onto my hat. It's my Batman hat. I wear it everywhere. So I'm just sewing this on, and I thought I would share just the technique of just sewing. I lined it up the middle to the middle, and you can see sort of a stripe down, and there's the middle there. Oops, I've moved it. There's the middle there. So I have to try and keep it straight up here while I try and sew it and keep it in the picture, which is really tricky. But I was reading a book by Mark Leeming today, just about half an hour ago, and I've got a meeting at 9 o'clock, so I only have about 20 minutes. So this is what I'm doing in my break. Such a long day trying to work out how to survive outside of all the evil that we have upon us that you probably all know about. I've got to try and keep this. I don't have a stand, so I've got to try and keep this in the window. It's really tricky when I try to keep it up. I don't know how I'm going to get my hand around the video player, but anyway, that's my little device. So that's what I've got. Excuse my wrinkly hands. I need to just put my... Anyway, what are we talking about? Alright, so Mark Leeming. Okay, he's a justice in the Supreme Court in New South Wales. I'm not sure if he still is. Would have to check that. But he's written some books, and so I was reading about his new book from last year, which is about common law and legislation. I would have to tell you, I'll make a video about a section in it. And I was just pondering of how difficult it was to read the law to start with, and I couldn't read his books. And so strange things happen when you think about things. One day I was in the law library and I was trying to think, now what's that man's name that I like to read? And then of course I was in the law library, so I just went to the book and said, oh, that's right, Mark Leeming, yes. I must try and read some of his, see if I can try and read his books. This is after about a year and a half of reading in the law library, and probably a bit more. And I was thinking, man, I need to read some stuff on trust, because I don't know anything really. I know what it is. I don't really know much about it. And the funniest thing happened the next morning. That was one evening, afternoon towards the end of the day. And I was about to leave, and then I thought, yep, okay, I'll remember Mark Leeming. I'll look at it when I get a chance. And then the very next morning, I came into the law library, and where I normally go to sit on the table, in the very spot where I sit usually, there was a book about trust sitting on the table, and it was one of the authors. I think it was it one of the editors of, I think it was Jacob's Law of Trust in Australia, which was quite funny. It was a book about trust, and it had Mark Leeming as one of the authors or editors. It was really funny, and I was just amazed at how how things happen when you sort of think of something and then it appears in front of you. I said to the librarian, I think something strange happened in this library yesterday. It was quite funny. Yes, so I'm just sharing very interesting how things work out. And I've been looking for this little thing, how to have more of these little flags. This is the Federal Commonwealth Standard, and these are from Katrina. She's getting some fundraising to help protect our history and historical items. So that's really good. And what was the other thing I was going to say? What else happened? Yes, so I don't know if you've heard of it, but there's this movie called, or a book called The Secret of How to, make money. Let me just look underneath. I don't want to. Oh yeah, it's not too bad, but that's inside, of course. So it teaches you how, when you think of things, you attract them to you, or they attract to you somehow. And I thought that was quite interesting about the Mark Leeming book, don't you think? But before that, I couldn't read it. I couldn't read his stuff because he's really smart. He's a justice of the New South Wales Supreme Court. I think I mentioned that. And oh man, I bought one of his books about jurisdiction. Authority to Decide is the title. And I bought that from Federation Press, thinking I was going to just read his book. And when I tried to read it, well, I was quite sick, I suppose, but it was difficult to read. I had not read much in law. And so that was quite a read to try, and I didn't get through yet. That's how hard it was. But now I've got this other book I will present. I'll read it, or have a look at it and see what I can present, because I read a really interesting portion of it today. So yeah, it's about common law, and the common law is nowadays it's judge-made law, but throughout history, and I guess judge-made law is, but throughout history it's been custom within each community and area, and then the laws and the courts, the acts and the courts were kind of standardized in a way to other, I guess the king or whoever wanted to make it more universal. So that's how the enactments and courts and all of this sort of began combining more. And so we've got these wonderful justices explaining how statutes are made and how common law legislation has come about, and and how they work within these wonderful all these wonderful decisions and different things that our just amazing justices do, and our beautiful invention of our people that we created this, and now others are going to be taking advantage of it. And so that's one little bit of it. My yarn, I've got all this to do still. Anyway, so I've got about 10 minutes to go before this meeting, and I think I just wanted to tell you that I'm actually starting to attach these on, and I'll put the link again. Let me get up closer. We'll put the link up again, or not the link, who to go for to get them. And you can also go to I'm sewing onto a hat. Is it flags? Flags something. Just let me step away for a second and look. Custom Flags, that's it. Custom Flags has now got a cool one of those a hat. Let me just get it. I will step away. Hang on. Okay, I'm right over here. Just let me step away for a second. I'm just going to bring it up. So, there's a little, put the map here while I keep calling it a map. It's a red standard flag. Oh, I can't even do that. Okay, it's not going to stay because it's on the edge of the table. Let's put it there. Yep, it's not going to do it. Crazy thing. Okay, that's not fair. That's so unfair. Alright, you're going to have to go up a little bit. There we go. That's the best I got. How do you like the hotel room? Anyway, let's just quickly bring it up. That, yeah, Custom Flags has this really cool new thing. Just let me... Oh no, what did I press? Here it is. So I'm just going to show you. This is a mobile device. See Custom Flags? You can type it in. It's up here. customflagsaustralia.com.au. And they got this new product. Look. Where is it? Look at that. That's the hat. I don't even have to sew it on anymore. They've made this. So 1901 Federal Ensign flag. That they said ensign. It's a federal standard flag cap with Lest We Forget Poppy embroidered. There you go. So it's got Australia written, and it just moves. That's kind of annoying, but there's the price, $20. Not too bad for one. Price, brand new unique 3D embroidered cap. Federal red flag. Red federal flag, Lest We Forget Poppy. Australian large block, there capital letters running down the cap. 3D format. Australia sign on the back. Oh yeah, did we see that? Yeah, there it is. You can see it. Oops. Oh, I'll just get up close. There you go. So you can see. Pretty cool, huh? You should get one. Right, so we got, so that's, yeah, it's not, fits most with an adjustable Velcro strap. It's acrylic. Please email to request additional pictures if needed. And there's the description again. That's all the same stuff. Yeah, and then there's this poppy water flower flag. So they've got lots and lots of flags. You can get all these standards. You can get the flags, and I'll do another video and show you my custom flags delivery that I already got. I seem to have not done it yet, and it's well overdue. They delivered very, very quickly, and yeah, it was amazing. So I'm really happy with that, and yeah, so hopefully you can pop online and jump and grab one of these. It's already got your standard on there. Look at that, it's cute, isn't it? What do you think? Think it's pretty snazzy or what? Anyway, you can let me know in the comments, I guess. And yeah, so that's flags. Whoops. customflagsaustralia.com.au. And yeah, so I think that'll be the next delivery I'll be going after with my set, since I'm already sewing on the standard onto my Batman hat. But anyway, I want these everywhere as much as possible, and I've still got this many left. I ordered a bunch of them, and they're only $10 each, which is really cool. So you should get some. And I've been giving these to people in little cards. I don't think they even realize the significance. Just yeah, so yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing was happened. Sometimes it helps to be really generous with people, and I knocked my hat down. There you go, grab it up again. Sometimes, you know, when you get a gut instinct to do something, I bought a present for someone, and then about a week later she said, "Oh, it's my birthday." And it was really funny because I didn't have any idea. So sometimes those thoughts and those you pick up on things that you don't realize. And yeah, so that was a pleasure to give her something, and it was like something, it was good to do it, to share something with her. And that was it was a really good gift, and I was really happy to do that. And yeah, it's pretty cool giving stuff. But right now I'm in the process of getting ready for business oriented things, so I better get off this and leave this with you, and hopefully you're well and have a good evening or night or day or morning or afternoon, whatever it might be. And yeah, I'm just about to talk to some people in the UK, like in Great Britain, and so that'll be good. So there's a little thing about by Elspeth Hughes, who is in the Great Britain, and she does e-commerce drop shipping shops in Shopify, I think it is. And so yeah, so this is the beginning of starting something, and it'll be really good. And I'll show you some of the things that I'm up to bit by bit, so you can get some really cool ideas. And that idea came from mesiti.com, mesiti.com. I don't know if it's .au. You'll have to look online, I'm sorry. But I might even pull up that one at some point and show you that. You can always do it. You can always do something. There's always something you can do. So I'm not working at a job just over broke. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna have to, before I run out of money, I have to move in and do things within the next few months. So watch the space, I guess, and have a good one. And that's the red standard again. It's going to be on that hat soon. It's going to be properly done. Yeah. Okay, thanks for the chat.